All right, y'all. Um, I am a little bit worried about the pace of some of the students. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically make a one-to-one guide for these labs and quizzes. I'm going to be talking about why do I do these things? Why do I make the choices I make? And maybe some more information related to what we're doing. Today we're going to be doing 3.3.10, which is chapter 3, section 3, and it's the 10th lesson in that section. Um, it is exploring the motherboard, and what it just wants you to do is look around and think about some facts and probably answer some questions about the motherboard. Um, to independently do this, you just read this. Let me 1 second. You will read the scenario, and it does give you kind of one-to-one instructions. It is a little bit daunting because I know a lot of you can do this in person. If I were to give you the same task, but with a real life computer and a real life mouse and keyboard and real life monitor, that I know you can do it. But it is a little bit scary because you don't really know how a lot of this works. Um, but it says the purpose of this lab is to help you become familiar with the motherboard and other internal components such as power supply and internal hard drives. Um, Begin opening the motherboard view of the computer to help you identify various components. Select the motherboard view. Why is it doing that? Select the motherboard view and view its detailed specifications, then answer the following questions. How much memory is installed in the computer? So we'll go to the motherboard view. We'll click on the motherboard. We'll hit details right here at the bottom. Oh, why is it not opening? I think my stuff froze. There we go. I had some recording stuff pop up. How much memory is installed in the computer? So let me do that again for y'all. We go to the details here. It's just a picture of the motherboard in this little pop-up window. You see, I can drag it around if you want. I'm gonna go to this specifications tab. It'll tell me the specs of the motherboard. I'm gonna maximize this. Hit this little square button, and it'll maximize it for you. Each little thing has a point, right? One, CPU over voltage jumper. Two, the ATX power connectors, 24 pin and 8 pin. Um, what we're interested in for this first question, how much memory is installed, is where is the RAM? So if you didn't know what you were doing, you would find the list of parts and stuff, um, and look for the RAM. Now, I know, and it's okay that I'm telling you this, that the RAM is usually installed right here. These 4 slots, I'll zoom in. These 4 slots right here. Oh, too far. Okay. Um, and if we, oh my goodness. So we have 5 right here, and there's 4 little branches. We'll go down, and we'll find 5, and we see that it says DDR4 DIMM slots, DIMM slots. Left to right, DIMM B1, DIMM B2, DIMM A1, and DIMM A2. I know that it's not very direct in telling you, but DDR stands for dual data rate 4, which is a standard of speed, right? I think we're on DDR5 now. And then it says DIMM, DIMM, and that stands for dual inline memory module. And anything with memory is just typically referred to as RAM, as random access memory. The difference between memory and storage is, well, storage is typically permanent, so hard drives, and then memory is typically when you power out the system, the information is not there any longer. So I exited out of that, and I'm going to go here and find the RAM sticks. I see 2. You can see them here. There's 2 sticks, and I can click on the other slots and it doesn't show up. There's 2 sticks, and they are both 8 gigabytes. So we're going to answer question 1 right here. Click on the answer questions, and we are going to do 8 plus 8, which is 16. All right. What is the speed of the processor? And it says, to view and select the processor, remove the heatsink and fan. So I'm going to find the heatsink, which I know is a big fan with a big chunk of metal attached to it. I'm just going to move it off and click on the CPU. If we click on it, right, we could go to details, we could go to specifications, but the speed of it is listed right here. It is 3.60 gigahertz right here, gigahertz. So I will go ahead and select the right answer for question 2. Okay. And I'm honestly going to put this back. Okay. What type of power supply is installed in the system? It says power supply ATX 20 plus 4 pin. And we are going to details. We are, maybe not that. Let's see what it gives us. Oh, right here. ATX, LPX, or SFX. And it says here ATX at the bottom. So we'll just click that for answer number 3. How many SATA hard drives are installed? And we can look at that. And as you get more used to computers, I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. You'll kind of know where the placement of things are. It's generally the same, or it's at least like if it's different, you can find it. Right here we have 3 hard drives, right? 3 SATA hard drives. And I'm going to check the drive bays, right? The hard drives or the drives live in the bays. Zoom up. What is this? This is a CD drive. A CD drive is not a hard drive, it's a CD drive. And the reason for the word drive is because they all have motors. Go back to the motherboard view. So these hard drives right here, all have a motor that spins a metal disc that has the magnetic information of, your OS and such. Okay, number 5. How many unused USB ports are currently available on the back, including black USB 2.0 and blue USB 3.0? Okay, so we'll go to the back of the motherboard. I'm going to minimize this. Go to the back of the motherboard, back right here. And it helps to zoom in. If you have a mouse, it's a lot easier. If you have a touchpad, you can do a reverse pinch. And then to zoom out, you can do a normal pinch on the touchpad. Okay. But, oh goodness. Okay. So we have 1, 2, and 3 USB ports. You kind of have to zoom in. Is that another? It's the USB-C. So we have 3 and maybe a USB-C port. Let's go ahead and answer the question. Says including black USB 3.0. I'm just going to put 3. It doesn't say anything about USB-C. What type of video port is currently being used by the monitor? So first, what you do is you look for a graphics card. There is no graphics card. All of these are blank. These are space fillers used to keep dust out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the video connector up here. And I can click on it. I know this is a video connector. But if you don't know which one is a video connector, you can go to the back of the monitor, click on the connection, and find the other side. So this side is connected to the monitor. This side is connected to the motherboard. And we know it is a DVI-D connector. And it just says DVI, that's fine. The D stands for digital, and if it was an A, it would stand for analog. And I'm going to hit score. We have 100%.